I knew it. This had to be happening. For everyone to all of a sudden start talking about the Xbox One as if it were king shit after the awful PR it got and downright disgusting business practices Microsoft were trying to force on us, it seemed so disingenuous that this had to be what was happening. But I gave everyone the benefit of the doubt. I don't like accusing people of being paid by companies because I realize that everyone has an opinion. Perhaps they really like the Xbox One, and it does have some positives. But if this is happening, it's another reason why I see games journalism as a joke. So initially it was reported that Machinima partners were being paid by Microsoft to speak positively about the Xbox One and feature Xbox One gameplay in order to improve public opinion on the console. As part of this contract, partners could not speak negatively about the Xbox One, but instead use Xbox One gameplay and mention that it is an Xbox One game, and as a result, they would receive additional funds from the company with an expected additional $3 per 1,000 views, which is actually quite substantial. This is similar to how Microsoft was paying publishers to stop showing their games on the PlayStation 4, demonstrating how they have deep pockets. It later turned out that this was in fact true. Both Microsoft and Machinima have come out and stated that this was supposedly a typical marketing partnership, which is scary, and this was indeed occurring and that it was meant to remain confidential between Machinima and its affiliates. Microsoft then damage controlled themselves by stating that we have asked them to add disclaimers to their videos, which is clearly a lie, since I've never seen a video with a disclaimer saying, "We're greedy assholes, so this video is full of corporate lies and bullshit." If this is a typical business practice on YouTube and throughout the gaming press, we should be concerned, and no matter what defense you throw at me, this is wrong. How do YouTubers and gaming journalists expect us to trust them now that it has been made abundantly clear that some of them are being paid by Microsoft to warp public opinion in order for their pockets to be filled with cash? It really shows what they care about, doesn't it? Money before us, the gamers. We deserve the facts, and you guys are obscuring that and being dishonest for money. People wonder why I hate games journalism. This is why. The relationship between gaming publications, YouTubers, and gaming publishers is too strong. The gaming media is essentially controlled by gaming companies, the ones who these assholes should be watching and critiquing, kind of like regular journalism. Publishers and companies like Microsoft have deep pockets, and are the reason why I and many others have a deep mistrust of gaming's journalism. How are we supposed to get this information that we need about how a company are doing dodgy things when the people who should be reporting this information can't because they're sponsored by the company? And I know that they aren't really lying to us, but they're being deliberately misleading and trying to make people forget about something they shouldn't forget about. The worst part is probably that they didn't even let us know. If their video says, "I was sponsored by Microsoft to do this," then at least we'd all know to avoid your greedy ass. This just demonstrates another reason why gaming media is disgraceful. We saw this when Jeff got fired from GameSpot for his honest review of Kane and Lynch, because GameSpot was sponsored by IO Interactive. We saw this with the GMAs, where people were being paid to speak positively about games for a free PS3. We saw this with Robert Florence, who wrote a fantastic article about this same issue before corporate sellout shitbag Lauren Wainwright tried to sue the website, resulting in him stepping down. This has to stop. Games journalists have turned into nothing more than money-grubbing assholes who sell out for money. So many of them are mind-bogglingly arrogant, despite their lack of knowledge about video games and their lack of integrity. This is why games media needs to take a step back. Make your staff smaller so you don't need to make as much money to survive. Don't write bullshit articles or make misleading videos, or else the mistrust of you assholes will become so deep that you'll eventually end up with no audience. So grow a goddamn pair and be honest, or just shut up.